Hello and welcome to another update video about Cardano. In this video we're going to take a quick look at what Bitcoin has been doing, but then also we'll focus on the Cardano price and do a technical analysis update. So let's start with Bitcoin. Bitcoin has dropped to 39,500. Yesterday's candle is a big engulfing candle here on the daily, which is a bullish signal. We haven't managed to close above 44,000, but today's candle is already above 44,000, so we'll hope that we'll stay above that. That's a crucial support level now, because this is in that range again. You know, we dropped down from that range, and this range here is that what happened after what many people call the flash crash. Since then we dropped further. If we now reclaim that area, we can already assume that we will get back to this level here, which is around the 47,000 mark. So that would be really good. RSI going up, MACD going up, currently just confirming what the price action is doing. Let's take one more quick look at the hourly to get a bit more detail. And on the hourly, you can see a lot of green candles at the moment on the Bitcoin chart, which is nice to see. We can see that how we got closer to the 44,000 level here, and yeah, currently trying to finally push through, and it's probably more likely like 44,100 or something, so I'm gonna move it up a little bit. But yeah, I mean, you see it was resistance here before clearly, and if I move further to the left you will see it as well. What we had here is this sort of turning point down here, and since then we've made higher lows, which is good. We've actually pushed above that high here at 43,500, which I said yesterday was crucial for me, and now we are getting through the 44,000. It's just crucial to see, do we perform a successful retest before we go further to the upside. So we need to observe that we're above the 1 and the 20 and the 50 period moving averages. We are now nearly at the 7T level, the overbought level, and it might be that is why we get some pushback here. But overall on the hourly it's looking much better. And also on the daily, with that engulfing candle, it's starting to look good again. It could be that we've seen the final reversal down here already now. Also, one more indicator is that final push there to the downside, where the buyers, however, stepped in. So that's why you have that long wick. And also we could see, and we mentioned that yesterday, we could see some bullish divergences before that actually happened. And I've been mentioning that in the last few videos, but you never know. If we don't, we might come down once more, but it's too early to tell. At the moment, it is looking, in my view, you know, good again, because we're moving for the first time in a few days again above key support levels or resistance levels, which are now might be flipped for to a support level. But we currently get some pushback here, so it's not quite clear, are we finally going to push through sustainably, or is that just sort of a fake out and do we get pushed down again? But overall it's looking better than in the last few days. So let's take a look at Cardano, what essentially you guys are all here for. And here on the daily we can see something similar actually. Had a really nice engulfing candle yesterday that nearly engulfed the previous two daily candles. This candle today is quite small yet, only a 0.81% gain. We haven't made it above 230 yet. I think to do that, Bitcoin needs to push sustainably above 44,000. You can see that we're already getting some pushback here on the Bitcoin chart. So it is not confirmed yet that we get above 244. We can see, again, we're similar to Bitcoin, we can see the RSI going up. We're below 50, which is still in the bearish range, but the MACD seems to be going up slowly as well. So it's getting more likely that we have found that bottom now, that we've built a base, and from there we can start moving to the upside again. But you know, we are sort of still making, on the grander scheme of things, we are still making lower lows here. So we just need to observe it a few days and see if we finally push to the upside again, because on the daily we are still below the 20 and the 50-day moving average. So I really want to get above them. They're currently at 235 is the 50 and roughly 245 is the 20. So they're obviously moving every day, and we want to make sure that we get above them again to get some additional support levels. Now let's take a look at the 4-hour chart here, because there we can see that we also have made a nice move from down here to the upside. But what we can see, we're losing a little bit of steam in that move to the upside. You can see the RSI is moving sideways again after that move to the upside, which was just confirming what the price action was doing. We have started to move sideways slightly now again with that red candle. But you know, we moved above 218, which is good, which is a level we watched before, which is sort of that neckline here. You can see that with that candle, we actually found some support here. We have a long lower wick on that 4-hour candle here, and now we are pushing further up. It's that classical breakout build-up phase that we've been seeing before, and after which we typically saw a break to the up or the downside. And again here, where we said we would break to the downside potentially because we had that descending triangle, we saw that breakout build-up, so we made lower highs and had a horizontal support. Here it's the other way around. We're making higher lows, and we're going to take a look at the hourly. Whoops. And we have a horizontal resistance level. Again, MACD here on the 4-hour chart now already in the green, so it's looking increasingly good, and we are above the 50 level on the RSI, so it's more in the bullish range now. And again here, let's take a look at the hourly. Here you can see that we've had that turning point down here at that diagonal support line. You know, and I said that before, it could be we come down once more, hit that level at 185 here, because that is a descending support line. But I won't be able to tell you that. It could be before, you know, when we break 218 again to the downside. I think then there's a realistic chance we go down once more to 185. As long as we're above 218, it is looking increasingly likely from my point of view that we get above the 230. And we can see that because we've made higher lows, higher highs again. And we actually came above that level here at 223. And we are now finding some resistance here at the 200 period moving average on the daily. We're nearly in overbought territory. So again, that's why we probably get a little bit of a pushback here. But we might then take another attempt to the upside if Bitcoin behaves. And the MACD is also looking really good, losing a bit of steam here as well. But, you know, if Bitcoin behaves, I think we are going to get some potentially nice moves to the upside. But the protective, let's call it danger, the possible danger that we move to the downside again isn't over yet. So we haven't broken out of this W pattern, you know, essentially. We're still at this 230, 231 level that we need to break above to get out of this W pattern. The W pattern essentially is that sort of reversal pattern we've been waiting for. We've already tracked or seen before in previous videos that we started to make bullish divergences here when this price was dropping here. This is always the first heads up, and we talked about it on this channel. And now I think it's getting increasingly likely that we will break above the 230 level. If that's the case, we have a few resistance levels here to deal with, but a main one is the 255, and then we want to get to 280. And to be honest, that is when we break above 280, I think then we have the potential finally to make new all-time highs again. As long as we're trading below that, we're still trading in this sort of channel that we had before here, which then became a descending triangle. So we really want to get above 280. That's a very important target for me to get out of this sort of short-term downtrend, sideways move, downtrend. And yeah, hopefully we've already gained enough steam to move to the upside in preparation for the Cardano Summit. Yeah, hopefully you liked that update. If you did, please smash the like button. And if you want to follow me on this crypto journey, please subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.